compared to A, because the insect beds are here. The fruit beds are very noisy, okay, and their poop has high nutritional value, henceforth a lot of insects. So here it's not as many, so you don't find the cockroaches anymore. Good news. Good news?
Of course.
Okay, now let's talk about rock formations. Let's talk about rocks. Now this Batu Caves, these 272 acres of hill has gone through much demolition. Quarrying operations was a major source of commercial exploitation since the late 1900s right up until 1981. The Malaysian Nature Society, we struggled for 60 years to get it totally stopped in 1981. That was about the time when the government closed down the dark caves for tourism before the MNS took over in 84. Now the thing is, Batu Cave is only 10% of what constitutes the Kuala Lumpur limestone. 90% of which is underground. From here, at the north where you are standing, you go to the south towards the city of KL, Kuala Lumpur. Many parts of KL actually sits above the Kuala Lumpur limestone. Now this 10% which is above ground is where you get the living organisms. Okay? The plant species, the animals that live at the top, as well as the animals that live inside. Now the difference between limestone or marble compared to other rocks like granite, sandstones, or even volcanic rocks is that they do not only erode at the top, but they also erode within. Now, to have huge caves like this, you would need high concentration of the mineral calcium carbonate, at least 70% to have big caves like this. Calcium carbonate is what is the main mineral of this rock. Now, this sedimentary rock originates from a warm shallow sea 400 million years ago. It's a very old rock. Let me show you the age of this rock. Can you see it, guys? Okay. Switch off mine. Okay. Up is young. Down is old. Not me. I'm still young. Now, this rock originated from the Silurian period. You see that? 440 million years ago. Silurian period. The age of the vertebrates. 440 million years ago, we were not located in the southeast end of Asia. Malaysia, including Australia, was part of the great southern continent called Gondwana land. This is where India, Antarctica, Africa, and even Australia was part of. Okay, there was no land too. Under this warm shallow sea, huge community of marine life, or coral polyps, when they die, the shells, remnants, stacked on top of each other. Over millions of years, it becomes blocks of limestone, okay, through the process of sedimentation. So in other words, that rock that you see over there is actually remnants, okay. There are bone fossils and many other remnants of marine organisms which is inside the rock, okay. If you were to cut this limestone hill, and if you look at the profile of this hill, this is how it looks like. You will get lots of cracks and fissures inside this hill. Rain, water, in huge volumes over millions of years penetrates into the limestone rock. And as you know, rainwater is only very slightly acidic when you combine with carbon dioxide. Okay, and these huge volumes of water when it penetrates into caves. From tiny swimways, channels of water, it enlarges from a small tiny cave. It got bigger and bigger and bigger. Difference is, it got dry when Batu Caves slowly went above land. Okay, when the water table dropped. Henceforth, you find the oldest cave right at the top of the hill. It's called the Pandan Cave. Where you are standing now is where the second level was, which is up there, and where the highest point of the temple cave. You went to the highest point of the temple cave? Yeah. That's the second level. You stayed there for several more millions of years before it stagnated again at that point. For many more millions of years, the final point is where the lower cave. So when cave became dry, penetrates and produce stalactites like that. So the deposition of calcium bicarbonate. The stalactites is formed together with the stalagmite at the bottom. When the deposition takes place, it forms stalactite. That's a quick process of water deposits calcium bicarbonate. Eventually, these two formations will join up to become like this. Cave column. Okay? And this process takes hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions. Okay? Come, we shall continue. You got the stalactites and you got the stalagmites, and they always come in a pair, just like a man and a woman. Eventually they join up to become one. Okay. Now unlike that one in an open space cavity, this is a flow stone. You see that? See how high it is? And see how wide it is? It's not as dramatic as it should be, because normally you will get cascading waterfalls coming down from the top. Okay? And this, because of being dry in KL for the last several weeks. Okay. Now this, unlike the ones in the one before this, it originates from the wall at the top, where the cracks are. And the water actually came into the cave and it flowed down this wall. It was as wide as this flow stone, and over thousands of years and hundreds of thousands of years, film upon film of deposition of calcium bicarbonate deposited on that wall, it thickens from that wall right up until here.
I can see mica on that. There's mica on that, right?
Mica, that's calcite crystals.
Oh, crystal calcite.
Yeah. So the deposition allowed it to grow right up until this point. Eventually, it will go up and totally enclose this whole passageway. When that happens, there will be no more dark cave tours. I will be out of tension. You've heard, right?
Yeah.
I'm unique.
I'm a software engineer, but I do.
Sort of. Okay. That's, I thought, okay. Well, you did well. Now let me show you what lives in there. It's a planarium. A flat worm called the Lights, please. Like the film show. Dugisia batuensis out to Batu Cave. This species is only found at this location. What's so special about it? If I take a scissors and cut it into 2 or 4,
It can still regrow back, right?
they will regenerate into 2 or 4 totally separate individuals. In other words, if I were to cut you into 2, your legs will grow up again and your upper body will have the eyes, the ears and everything else. Okay? The minute amputated stem cell parts will actually regenerate and regenerate to different individuals. So this is of tremendous interest in scientific area at the moment, global of global interest. And the other thing about, how about for medical research? How about people without limbs? These are possibilities in the future. Okay, so as you can see, underground there's treasure coves of species of wildlife that can be of great value for research and medical. Now, not also other microscopic animals that you find, which is about several millimeters to a few centimeters long, is this awesome looking animals.
Millipede.
This is a spiny millipede. Looks like your backbone.
Wow.
Acetophacus maclaurii. It is named after the founder, which is Professor McClure. Okay, he found this, and the people like us will trample upon them because they're so tiny. And you can see it has where the eyes are. Can you see where the eyes are?
Here?
Gotcha. Animals in cave don't have eyes. Okay. Anyway, that was a trick. The head is there. You can see the feelers, antenna. That's the head. This is all the legs. Okay, and they are very tiny. Okay. Right. So these are some of the animals that you find in here. Now, what we're going to do is, you want to look at spiders?
Yeah.
You found something again?
What's that white thing? The white thing.
That white thing. That could be some kind of.
Mushroom?
No, it's not a mushroom.
It's like a cockroach.
It could be some kind of what you call fungal growth sometimes. or it can also be some kind of feather somebody got into the cage. Oh, that's the apex predator, and that's a baby.
That's a baby.
That's a baby, a juvenile. Okay, he's trying to hide from us. Okay, he's got 30 legs. Remember? I was telling you about. Okay, that's the one. That's the cave centipede. Now let's get back to the spider. But only 10 were survived. Mummy gets hungry after 2 weeks. They will also have other predators which feeds upon the babies. Okay, and you can tell from the very messy nest that they built. And there's one. The other one is that you can see the spider is behind the nest, the spider web. One of the reasons is it's one of them. Sorry,
Egg back there?
that's the egg side. Come.
Okay, cricket.
Like a young. Yeah, that's a juvenile. That's a baby. Yeah. That's a cave cricket. Okay. They are known to eat their own limbs when they can't find food. Okay. That's how harsh it is to live in a cave. Okay, it's tens of years old. And you can see, this is called a cave curtain, just like the curtain you find in your house. How it's formed is that there's a crack over there, where my shadow is. And when the water moves along the same incline throughout many years, and against gravity it goes downwards, the deposition forms a cave curtain. Okay? And the coloration of it depends on the mineral composition of the water. In this instance, it's got high mineral content of calcium carbonate. If you have iron oxide, manganese, magnesium, the color may range between reddish brown, red, or even sometimes black. Okay, and depends on what the carbonic acid composition of the water coming from the top where the vegetations are. Okay, another interesting formation that you find, right? The calcite crystals actually sparkles against your light. Okay, and pretty awesome stuff to look at. And when you have stalagmites, normally they come in there. You have stalactite too, just like that. Okay, that one is nice because it's got it's a cave curtain. Okay, so, accommodate a Boeing 737 aircraft. And this is a narrower passageway, so pressure has been pushing the wind, and you get this strong breeze blowing through. Now, why we're stopping here is that, I switch off my lights again. If you look, and as I had explained earlier, the formations of caves, where you have tiny cracks eventually grows up and enlarge over time. Water table drops, leave cave dry. You can see remnants of this water that comes through this passageway from the ceiling and the wall of this passage. Okay? And those watermarks are called a cave scallop. And you can actually tell the movement of the water from left to right or right to left of this ancient water system. Can you tell? Left or right to left? Anybody?
Left to right.
Right to left.
Good stuff. Okay, left to right. She's right. If you look at the scallop over there, the front is broader than the back. This is where the water has been cutting. Number 2, if you look at the scallops, you can tell the movement of velocity of water is faster this way compared to at the back, where the scallop is much lower. Okay, this is a gargoyle. Unfortunately, it's very